Okay, gonna try to get a little bit of John here as we finish up. I just startled him because I had hay in my mouth and I went, good boy, come for touch. So we're gonna bring him back in a little bit by holding it out. It's okay, I scared you, didn't I? You are a big chicken. Yes, come touch. Touch. You have to have a touch. Touch. Good. Come for touch. You're okay. Yeah, he has a big startle reflex. Good boy. Yes. But he comes back. Touch. And he's a little bit more comfortable with me touching him. Touch. I'm a pet. Pet. Yes. So he gets a lot closer here. Touch. Oh, so scary. So you can see he still has a bigger startle reflex, but he comes marching back over. He's so cute. Good boy, come touch. Touch and pet, 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 yes. So yesterday I did all this sitting in the chair. Today I just walked right in and he came up with me standing up. But you can see he's a little more skittish with me standing up because I'm at his level. And he's not so sure that I'm not going to chase him. I don't know what he thinks. Yes. Pet, pet, yes. Good boy. So still trying to get him to initiate touch, which that's harder for him than Ray, right? Initiate touch. He kind of waits. So I say touch. Oh, yes. And pet, 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 pet. Yes. Isn't that so sweet? Hopefully you can see at the angle the camera's at. He's just got touch, yes, pet, a little bit of a sweeter face. He doesn't pin his ears. Doesn't mean he's, that Ray's not as nice or kind of a horse, but you can tell. Pet, yes, pet, John. John is not so perturbed. John is a little more scared, which is interesting because he's the more dominant one when people are around or when people are not around. Pet, yes, I got to touch the top of his head, so I'm immediately going to give him a reward for that. But his way of dealing with things is more to run away. And I never really seen him touch, pet, yes, pin his ears or turn his bottom. He just runs and is scared. Good boy. So we still want him to initiate touch if at all possible. I sort of back up a little, move in a little, back up a little, kind of rock. That helps him to move. Touch and pet. It's okay. You gotta let me pet. Touch. And sometimes it helps him if a little bit of food is in my hand for the pet. Yes. Pet. Good boy. Good. Yes. Come get it. Touch. Good boy. Come touch. Yes. Pet. Pet. Yes. So we're doing the same thing that they both need to initiate touch and pet. Yes. They're just really different horses. Come touch with different needs and pet. Good boy. Pet. See that? He actually sort of looks like he enjoys that. Yes. He really doesn't mind being touched. He's more hesitant to reach out and initiate. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Touch. I'd love for him to come a little bit closer. But that's a lot more. See the noises? I just made a little smacking noise with my lips and he jumped. He's just a little jumpier, isn't he? Reach up and brush my hair away. Good boy. You want to come in? Come over here. Let's do touch. Come here. Pet. Touch. Come on, John. Sort of rock in, rock out a little bit. Yes, buddy. Come. So we still have that sense of he wants to grab and go, but he comes back. So he's just incremental. Touch. If I can reach out and pet him, see, he just kind of stands there and lets me pet him. Good boy. If I reach back in the bucket, boy, he comes right back. Yes, buddy. Yes, touch. Good boy. Come touch. And he doesn't like to eat off the ground very much. He much prefers to eat out of our hand. So, he's not usually looking to eat down. Again, I don't think he likes the feeling that we're up and above him. Touch. He's bigger. Good boy. than Ray. So who knows, maybe Ray's used to being small and that doesn't bother him as much. Figuring out the whys with horses is not always as simple as the what. You know, when I teach nutrition, I always talk about get to the why, yes, behind the what. And it's important with horses too, but their why has a lot more to do with just how they feel than what they're thinking, you know, or what's happened. It's just a feeling. So sometimes you do have to just look at the what. What are they doing? Touch, yes. Because I can't always know the why. Is he doing it, moving away because he's scared? Does something hurt him? Yes, good boy. Now he's looking like he's just getting a lot more comfortable with this whole pattern. Yesterday, all I did was sit in the chair and do touch and pet. Yes, and he got it. So we just are trying to do that standing up today. Again, as I said in the video with Ray, touch and pet. Nice pet, look at that. Good, John, yes. This is our last day of our intensive 4 weeks. So their mama and daddy are going to take it from here. Touch and pet. And they have said they feel they've got a good foundation with what we've done to build on it. And then I'll be back as needed, good boy, to help give direction, just if they get stuck with anything, to help them keep going in the right way. But the biggest thing I want to leave here today is just having a nice, making sure I'm just touching all those foundations. And I really, like we said, I mean, the greatest hope, yes, good boy, was to get a halter on. But touch is so important. Look at that. Oh, good boy. Does that feel good, John? You like to be touched? You're such a good boy. You're so beautiful. Touch and pet. Oh, nice. If I could get a little closer to you, I could really pet you, and you would enjoy that, I think. Pet. Let's see if we can't feed him while I pet him. Nope, that's not so much working. Pet. Yes. Pet. Yes. If I can just follow pet with the yes and the food, I think we'll get a little bit better consistency. Oh, yes, John. What a good boy. That has to feel nice on your face. I bet you have an itchy face this time of year with all that hair coming off. What are you seeing? What's your friend doing over there? Touch. Good, yes. Give him a little thing to get closer. Pet. Pet. And if I step in for a closer pet, see if he'll let me. Oh, he did. I kind of thought he would run away, but he cleared my throat. Is that a scary noise? So I just do it again and hold the food out. With him, if he comes back, I will give him a treat at this point because he's still reassuring himself. With Ray, when Ray goes away not so much usually out of fear. Ray, or if that's the reason why, he's kind of choosing to walk away. John just reacts and leaves, so I will often just hold the food out for him, yes, and say, hey, nothing changed here, and he comes back like, oh goodness, why did I run away? So again, different, that's where the reasons, the why is more for our sake. Hey, why, was that a fear thing or a choice? With Ray, when he chooses to leave, I wait till he repeats the pattern or repeats the task. Good pet, good boy. But sometimes with John, like if I've reached out to give him a treat and he runs away, I just stand there like, well, what'd you leave for? And he comes back like, oh goodness, that wasn't a good idea. Let me just step in's making him back up. But I'm just gonna keep stepping in to see if he'll let me approach him. Yes. So there's another thing they can learn is approach. So I'll step away. Let's see what that does for him. That brought him back. Good boy, touch. So he seems to have about, let's see, oh, how big is his bubble? 6 feet? What noise was it this time? So there, he got scared. I just hold it out. Say, what was that about? Nothing happened here. That was all you. Yeah, see? All you. Good. Once he gets better, I can still say, hey, let me touch you, and then yes. So he's just a little behind in the continuum. Yes, I mean, he's more advanced in that. Can you see that? How much he lets me rub on him? Yes. Good boy. He's way more advanced in accepting touch. But as far as understanding the pattern of come in, get your treat, he's still not quite as cognitive. Yes. If that's the right word. And there was another spook, but not as big this time, and that was just the noise of me pulling the hay apart. So I just hold it out for him and say, "Oh, where did you go? Where did you go, you silly man?" And just kind of poke on him a little bit, play with him a little. Good boy, because I know him. I know he doesn't mind that. He kind of likes it seems like, when I play with his nose. Touch, touch, touch. Yes. Good boy, John. So beautiful. Oh, nice. Yes. Good. I really want him to not move out. But that just comes with time, confidence. He's stepping in. Yes. And then I pet him. Yes. So whatever behavior we want, I want him to step in. Step. I can say step. I can say touch. 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 Yes. Mark it with the word yes, and then really mark it with a treat. So as I'm teaching him more things to come in, you know, Ray knows step, touch, good boy. Come. Come, John. Touch. Touch and pet, yes. Aren't you pretty? Aren't you pretty boy? Yes. Pet. Yes, that's some good rubs. So with him, I'm sort of doing a little bit more desensitizing because he seems to be okay when I reach out and rub him like that, so I might as well just rub on him for a minute. He enjoys it, so that can be part of his reward. It's just being rubbed on. Yes. Oh, then he kind of boldly stepped in. He steps in boldly, then he's kind of psychs himself out. What a good boy. I was even able to put a little pressure on his nose there, which is great. Yes, because at some point we'll have to, you know, the halter will put a little pressure. Yeah, so all these things have to happen. Doesn't matter what order, really. It's that they're incremental for each horse. This is wonderful. We're getting some super pets in and touches. Yes. Oh, good boy. You're so soft. You're so soft. Yes, you are. Yes. And he's eating at the same time now that he's getting his pets, so that's kind of a double reward. It's like, this is a fun thing. I'm just chewing on food, getting rubbed on. It's quite pleasant. I'm sort of stretching out for him, so I'm going to back up and see if he'll come a little closer. Yes! I'm going to reward him for coming closer. Because I'm talking, I'm not giving him as many verbal cues. Pet, which is fine. He'll get all that. What a good boy. We're so proud of you, John. You've come such a long way, too. Such good pets we're doing. He doesn't seem to mind either side of his face. Top, left, right, nose. Oh, I'm really able to rub him there. Good boy. Oh, what a good boy. Yeah. What's that cute face you're doing? You want to come back in? You're going to check the floor out now? Good boy. Oh, I made another noise. Noises are a big thing for him. All this stuff we're learning about him. Yes. You know, to know noises, get him. Little, what a good boy. Yes. He rocks away from me, but he didn't move his feet. I'm going to try to rub on the top of his head again. Yes. Yes. I'm going to keep stepping into him. That's a little much for him. Yes. And then I'll walk away. Oh, I missed my opportunity to walk away. So that might take a minute to come back. I had stepped in 2 or 3 steps, which is a lot. And I was just about to step away and he hit overload and left. So that's happens. Let me just go, whoopsies. Oh, we won't do that again. I'll step out before I push the limit just a little bit. But I think we have a good enough relationship. He might stay there for a second. I'm glad that happened, that you could see. Yeah, you want to come back? No. So I'll just take a deep breath. No biggie. If I make a big deal, it'll be a big deal. Just let him come back. Oh, yeah, thanks for coming back. And I just talked to him. Thanks, buddy. Yes. It helps me to talk because that makes my body language. Yes, good boy. So when I'm here by myself, I'm just talking to them like, oh, aren't you good? So brave. It helps my body language communicate what I want it to. There, I just stepped back. Yes. So I'll give him a reward for coming in. Oh, good boy. I stepped in a little and out, and he was like, oh, I'm leaving again. But he's right back. Yes, good boy. Good boy. So we're able to just do some little bit different things with him. Don't leave. Yes. So this time I rocked towards him and rubbed him and then went right away. And now he's like, nope, I'm peacing out. Oh, he's coming back. Yes, so I'll reward that. Yes, John. What a good boy. He's just got to get used to the sounds and the movements that I make. Yes, good boy. Some more. You've gone through this hay in a heartbeat. Yeah, it's because you're doing so many things that are good. Oh, yes, that get rewards. Look at you, so brave, coming in. He loves the food. Yes, you do. And I think we've said this before, he really likes the hay much better than grass. Really doesn't motivate him. Oh, you're not going to let me touch your head again? Well, I kind of need to. There we go. Oh, does that feel good? Yes. I gave a little scratch to him. I'd love to see if he likes scratches because that can become a great reward. You have to be careful with them at first because it can feel scary to have a little bit of a, rub on them. But if they can like it, yes, it can become part of their enjoyment. Yeah, good boy. Oh, you're just making a mess of your food. Yes, John. Now when I rock back, he kind of rocks back in with me. So we've got this little rocking back and forth. He's like, oh yeah, I'm coming. Oh good, you came forward. Yes. I'll reward that step. And then try to rub. Good, he didn't leave. He leaned back, but he didn't move his feet. We're about out of food. So we're gonna finish up. Oh, what a nice rub that one was. Super. Just give him some good food to finish. Oh, good boy, yes. So he let me touch a little higher up, and I tried to rub on it. He went to go, but I just said yes and gave him a treat. So there's that brain rewiring of, oh, well, that wasn't so bad. I got a treat for it, yes. I start to think, boy, getting touched on the top of my head brings a treat. There's his little overreaction run away. In my mind, an overreaction. In his mind, not at all. But he's right back. What was that all about? This is your last little bit. Good boy. You coming? Oh, yes. Come on. Step away, see what he does. Step this way. Come on, John. What you doing? Come in. Come, John. Yes. Come. Touch. Touch. Yes. Do something that gets him a reward, and then he's re-engaged. Yep. Come for touches. And then I know I'm about out, so I want to end with something really nice. Yes. Well, sometimes that happens. I didn't do anything different than normal. He just got himself worked up, but here he comes. What was that about? Touch. You're the silliest. Touch. You're the silliest. Rub. Yeah, that was a good rub. So I'm going to walk away on that note. And that's it, folks.